It's Friday, February 21st, and time for your Barbados Today morning news update. Barbados is open to clean, progressive and innovative businesses. The declaration from Prime Minister Mia Mottley during last evening's official opening of the Kooyman Megastore. The Kendal Hill Christchurch business opened its doors just 49 weeks after breaking ground.
I say so largely because, as you heard, this process of about a year planning and 49 weeks of assiduous work on this site, done, by the way, by Barbadian consultants and contractors, being able to deliver a world-class facility in the timelines that they did since we started the groundbreaking is a matter of extreme pride. But as if that were not enough, you heard from the CEO that their confidence was not buttressed by concessions of a particular type or another, but that they understood that this market and this country would give them an opportunity to be innovative, and we see the innovation in the location where we are standing.
Prime Minister Mottley said the company's operations here creates further branding for the country, and she challenged local manufacturers, businesses and artisans to take advantage of such an opportunity.
On these shelves in Kooyman should be products that reflect the innovation and the creativity and the craftsmanship which we know exists within this country, and for which the opportunities for distribution, promotion and marketing and export may not have been as readily available in the past. So that, what am I talking about? Everybody only looking at wood. We don't have forests, but we have coral, and we have clay. And we have the ability for people to produce coral sconces with some of the finest coral rendering and coral sculptures that any part of the Caribbean you will find. We have people who do coral bases for dining tables. We have people who do coral bases for coffee tables. We have people who do clay pots and other things out of clay. And let us remember that 1/7 of our land area is clay in this country.
Amazon and a host of other online international companies will soon be collecting value-added tax on government's behalf, although discussions are still ongoing. Minister in the Ministry of Finance, Straughn, made the disclosure following the official opening of Kooyman Megastore at Kendal Hill, Christchurch last evening, as he sought to set the record straight on the issue.
Persons will not be taxed twice, simply because you will not pay the domestic sales tax or whatever tax it is that is there. You pay the taxes in Barbados. Obviously, this helps to support, obviously, the infrastructure. So, whilst persons, I understand the concern that people may have about increased taxation, but the truth is you're already paying taxes in the states that those goods are coming from. And therefore, all we want to do is to ensure that we collect the revenue that really and truly helps to support the delivery of public services in Barbados, rather than persons try to find ways of circumventing paying taxes in Barbados, but end up supporting the public infrastructure jurisdiction. So it's really where do you want to pay taxes, in a sense, and therefore, given where we are now, I think it behoves all Barbadians to understand that we're not taxing you twice.
Minister Straughn, however, assured the Barbadian consumers that no double taxation would occur.
You would appreciate that there's a wide set of companies that supply services digitally. Airbnb, for example, is one that will, as you know, a number of Barbadians put their properties online for accommodation. We've been in discussions with Airbnb to settle the MOU for doing that in terms of how the taxes will be transmitted and the frequency and those things. So, as I said, there are a number of different online services, Netflix, Hulu, some of the gaming sites, what have you. It's quite a plethora of activity taking place, even things like trading of currencies, for example, across a number of platforms, which, as you can understand, there's a lot of activity taking place in the digital space that up until now the government hasn't really looked at how it is taxed.
The planned cruise facility being touted for Speightstown will not negatively impact on the environs or disadvantage small businesses or residents in the area. The assurance from government officials amid calls by residents for authorities to be very thorough in all their investigations and studies before any final decision was taken. During a town hall meeting on Wednesday at the Alexandra School, Minister of Maritime Affairs and the Blue Economy, Cook Humphrey, assured that the government would not compromise the location.
For me, the North is going to be a very big part of our plans going forward in the Ministry of Maritime Affairs and Blue Economy, but also in the government. I think it's important because the North has I shouldn't speak for the North, I'm sure Colin will, but the North has a very special feel to it. And Speightstown has this very distinctive style, vibe, feel, that even as we try to modernize certain things, that we also do not wish to compromise. And therefore there has to be a balance in how we do any work in Speightstown. And of course, I was here a few weeks ago, and I know the residents in Speightstown feel very strongly about Speightstown. I will not allow us to do anything to violate Speightstown anyhow. So I'm just saying that so the residents understand that we are also on the same page.
Parliamentary Representative Labour Minister Colin Jordan also pointed out that the increased economic activity was needed for the area.
In the view of the residents of St. Peter, to take into account the fact that this is their home and a place that they intend to be able to enjoy their life. But the people of Speightstown are also conscious that in order for them to enjoy their lives, there needs to be economic activity. And so the proposal of jetties and piers and any other economic activity is important to us. And we say to all those who are interested, let's do it taking into account the people.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
It's Festive Friday at the Bridgetown Night Market at Pelican Craft Center. Kick off the weekend this Friday from 4 p.m. to midnight with loads of food, drinks, and entertainment. Get ready for Crop Over with the Rhythm Roots Street Parade. Party like it's Kooyman Day on the street around Pelican Village with costume reveler, music, and more. It's Festive Friday. It's Festive Friday at the Bridgetown Night Market at Pelican Village Center from 4 p.m. to midnight. Admission free.
News from the region now. Changes are in the pipeline for the Bermuda Tourism Authority. That's according to the island's tourism minister Zane De Silva, following a 6% drop in air travel figures for 2019. We get more in this report from Bermuda Broadcasting.
An unimpressed Minister Zane De Silva has stated that he's not happy with the recently released 2019 air arrivals figures and that changes are in the air for the Bermuda Tourism Authority, potentially at the board level.
Let me be clear. All right. The cruise ship passengers, the numbers speak for themselves. I think we're quite aware of that. We're at a point, I think, with cruise passengers where I think we've really almost reached the top. We have some other things in the works with regard to cruise passengers and the industry in the island that I think will certainly assist us going forward. That news will come later. But on Friday, you will know that I did say that I was disappointed. And I'm disappointed because the numbers are not where I think, and I don't think anyone at the BTA will disagree with that. I don't think that they're overly happy with the numbers. We have a lot of hard-working people within the BTA and the board. But that doesn't mean we just sit and say, okay, well, then the numbers are okay. Not good enough.
And finally, South Korea has stepped up measures to contain the spread of the new coronavirus as confirmed infections rose sharply for a second day. The country's prime minister described the development as an emergency situation. This as the World Health Organization said that the international community needed to finance simple health solutions that can contain the outbreak and at the same time prepare for any eventualities.
While hammering the outbreak now using the simple public health solutions, we have to also prepare for any eventualities, for worst scenario. That's why we need the vaccines. So we have to invest in vaccines too. So the message from WHO, the advice from WHO is we need to strike a balance. We need to finance the simple public health solutions that can help us to contain the outbreak now, but at the same time prepare for the future, for any eventualities by investing in the vaccine.
That's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM.